Have you ever been asked a question that felt more like an interrogation than a simple conversation? Maybe it made you feel uncomfortable, judged, or even manipulated. As we age, society tends to see us differently, and people start asking questions that put us in a difficult position. Questions that invade our privacy, test our boundaries, and often leave us feeling powerless. But what if I told you that there are certain questions you should never answer, because some things in life are simply better left unsaid? In today's video, we're diving deep into the 7 questions you should never answer in old age. These aren't just casual inquiries. They're traps designed to judge, manipulate, or even take advantage of you. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to protect your peace, guard your privacy, and take back the control you deserve. You'll discover why silence is not weakness but wisdom, and how saying less can give you more power in your relationships and your life. If you're ready to stop feeling pressured by intrusive questions and reclaim your sense of self, keep watching. This video will show you how to navigate these moments with grace, confidence, and strength. Don't let anyone undermine your dignity. It's time to take charge and live life on your terms. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Question 1. How much money do you have? This seemingly innocent question is never just a simple inquiry. The moment someone knows how much you have in your bank account, it opens up a whole world of expectations, assumptions, and, frankly, manipulation. It's as if the very act of sharing that number, whether you're proud of it or not, suddenly gives others the green light to start making calculations in their heads, deciding how your wealth could work for them. First, they ask casually, like they're just making small talk. But then, it escalates. They start testing boundaries, pushing just a little further, probing for more information. Before you know it, you've unknowingly become their bank account, a well that they can dip into whenever it's convenient for them. The pattern is all too familiar. They borrow, they promise to pay you back, and yet, mysteriously, the repayment never seems to come. It's almost as though the very notion of returning the money fades away the moment they walk out the door. And if, for some reason, you tell them that you're a little tight, that you don't have much, suddenly, you're pitted, treated as though you're the one who's failed in life. But if you say you've been fortunate, that you have more than enough, then prepare yourself for envy to rear its ugly head. It's as if your hard-earned wealth is somehow a symbol of their failure, and they may begin to resent you for it, or worse, try to find ways to take what's yours. The worst part? If you lend even a small amount once, you might as well mark your calendar, because they will keep asking, and asking, and asking. It becomes an expectation, not a favor. This is why your finances must remain private. They are the product of your hard work, your sacrifices, your late nights and early mornings. You've saved, you've invested, you've been smart. No one, not family, not friends, not even those who claim to have the best intentions, has the right to demand access to what you've spent years building. It's not just about the money, either. It's about preserving your peace, your sense of self, and the trust you place in people. You worked for that money. It's yours. Don't let anyone take that from you. And when asked, the best response is silence. Don't give them a number to work with. Shrug it off, change the subject, stay mysterious. Because the less they know, the less they can take from you. There is a certain power in privacy, a way to protect yourself from being used, from being drained by the expectations of others. Your finances are your business, and no one has the right to make them their own. Keep that sacred. Keep it to yourself. Question 2. Who are you leaving your money to? It's heartbreaking how rarely this question is asked out of genuine love. Instead, it's often rooted in something much darker, control. It's about who stands to gain and who stands to lose. They want to know if they're included in your will, and the moment they discover they're not, their true colors start to show. At first, they might appear sweet, checking in on you, bringing you small gifts, smiling in your presence, and saying all the right things. They'll act like they care, like they're concerned about your well-being. But deep down, it's not love, they're investing. They're plotting, hoping, waiting. And the moment they realize that their anticipated payout isn't coming, their affection evaporates just as quickly as it appeared. They're gone, without a trace of remorse, leaving behind only the hollow echo of their manipulative acts. It's a painful truth that many people will only love you for what they can get out of you, and when that's taken away, so is their so-called care. That's why your final wishes should be governed by your core values, not the expectations or manipulations of others. Your money, your legacy, your choice. End of story. You owe it to yourself to make decisions that honor your principles, not to appease anyone's greed or entitlement. So when someone asks, "Who are you leaving your money to?" you don't owe them a single detail. Don't let them worm their way into your private life. Don't give them a chance to manipulate or guilt-trip you into changing your plans. No explanations, no justification, no vulnerability to their schemes. Because the less they know, the less power they have over you. Your inheritance is sacred, and it should remain yours to decide, away from prying eyes and calculating hands. Keep your plans private, and protect what is rightfully yours. Question 3. Why don't your kids visit you more often? At first glance, this question may seem harmless, even innocent. However, beneath its surface lies a subtle sting, a quiet accusation that makes you question your worth and your actions as a parent. It lingers like an unspoken judgment, pricking at your heart and mind. Suddenly, you find yourself tangled in a web of self-doubt, wondering, did I fail them as a parent? Was I not good enough? Did I make a mistake that caused this? These feelings, though natural, are often based on assumptions rather than reality. The truth is, family dynamics are complex and layered. They are rarely as simple as they may appear. Sometimes, distance grows simply because life has a way of sweeping us along its unpredictable path. Careers, relationships, children of their own. But, on the other hand, sometimes distance is a painful, conscious choice. It's the harsh reality that, as children grow older, they may begin to drift away, forgetting, or even rejecting, the very people who loved and cared for them unconditionally. This truth hurts deeply. It cuts to the core of what we often hold most dear, family. Yet, no matter the reason behind the distance, no one has the right to pry into the intimacy of your family life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. That's why, when confronted with this question, you should never feel obligated to offer up excuses or justifications. You owe no one an explanation for the ebb and flow of your family's relationships. It's not their business, it's yours. Your family is a private, sacred unit, and you have every right to guard that sacredness fiercely. So, when faced with a question like this, offer a simple, dignified answer and move forward. The more you explain, the more you open yourself to judgment, criticism, and unnecessary scrutiny. Silence, in this case, is not weakness, it's wisdom. By saying less, you protect the peace you've worked so hard to maintain. Let others wonder, let them judge. Your personal story is not for them to rewrite. Keep your heart intact, and don't let anyone strip you of the dignity you deserve. Question 4. How old are you? At first glance, this question might appear innocent. Just another piece of small talk thrown into a casual conversation, right? But let's take a deeper look at what's really behind it. If we dig past the surface, this seemingly harmless question carries weight, heavy weight. Age, in so many cultures, is used to assign value to a person. The moment someone asks you how old you are, they're not just curious. No, it's much more than that. It's a silent code, a gauge for how they will treat you, what they think you can offer, and where they place you in the grand scheme of things. The sad truth is that the second they assign a number to you, assumptions begin to take root, often without you even realizing it. And when that number is considered too old by their standards, that's when the judgment begins. Suddenly, people assume you're incapable of learning, that you've outlived your usefulness, that you don't have the same fire or clarity you once did. And perhaps the most painful of all, they stop listening to you. I feel it in my heart when I think about this. It's frustrating, painful, and it cuts deep. This question, though seemingly innocent, is not as benign as it seems. It's not merely about curiosity or conversation. No, it's about control. It's about forcing you into a box that others have built around their perceptions of what you can or cannot contribute based on a number. And let me tell you, that box is narrow, confining, and utterly suffocating. But here's the crucial thing we all must remember. You don't owe anyone your age. That number, it's yours, and yours alone. It does not define you. It doesn't control you. It doesn't even have the power to define the depths of your experiences or the wealth of knowledge you've accumulated over the years. The moment you refuse to let that number determine who you are, you reclaim your power. You take back your autonomy, your strength, and your right to be heard. Never let anyone reduce you to a number. Your age is just that, a number. And I say, protect it fiercely. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're anything less than the person you've become, regardless of how many years you've lived. Your wisdom, your experiences, your vitality, those are the things that truly define you. Hold on to them tightly. Question 5. Are you dating anyone? On the surface, it's just a simple, innocent question, right? But oh, how much weight it carries beneath that seemingly harmless exterior. It's almost as if the very words come with an unspoken set of expectations, a judgment lurking in the background. If you answer yes, the critical eyes come alive. Isn't it too soon for you? Shouldn't you be more focused on family instead of jumping into another relationship? They say these things with a tone that almost makes you question your own choices, as if your heart doesn't know its path, as if your feelings aren't valid without their approval. But what about the other side? If you say no, their reaction can be just as harsh, but in a completely different way. Oh, you must be so lonely, they'll say, eyes filled with pity, their voice dripping with sympathy. They don't realize how damaging that pity can be, how isolating it feels to have your independence mistaken for emptiness. But here's the truth that no one wants to hear. Your happiness is not up for discussion. Your choices are yours alone, and you don't need anyone's permission or validation to live your life the way you see fit. Who decides what's too soon? Who says you should fit into a mold of what should make you happy when you know deep down that only you can define that for yourself? You are not too old to love again, no matter what age you are. If your heart opens to another, let that be your joy. And if you choose to remain single, that choice is just as valid, just as complete. You are not broken. You are not missing anything by walking your path alone. That's the beauty of life. It is your life, not theirs. Your personal life, your relationships, your decisions are yours and yours alone to own. It's a sacred space that no one else is entitled to invade or judge. Don't let anyone make you feel as though you need to explain or justify your choices. Stay true to who you are, because at the end of the day, your peace and your happiness are the only things that matter, not anyone else's opinions. Question 6. Why don't you help out more? This question, more often than not, stems from a sense of entitlement. It reflects the assumption that because you've retired, you somehow owe others your time, your energy, and your commitment. It's as if the moment you stop working, you're meant to devote every waking hour to others, without question, without hesitation. Some may expect you to babysit, run endless errands, or be on standby at their convenience, all while giving no thought to your desires or needs. The truth is, this expectation is not only unfair, but it also overlooks the very essence of what you've already contributed throughout your life. You've already done your part. You raised your children with love and care, you put in countless hours of hard work to build the life you have, and you made endless sacrifices for the well-being of others, sometimes at the cost of your dreams and happiness. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Now, in your later years, you deserve to have the freedom to enjoy your time, free from guilt, free from obligation. Old age should never be viewed as a sentence to serve others, a period where your own needs and desires are brushed aside. You've earned the right to live for yourself now, to savor the peace and tranquility that comes with this stage of life. It's not about being selfish, it's about honoring the sacrifices you've made and choosing to focus on your well-being. You don't owe anyone your time anymore. Your time is precious, and it belongs to you. It's okay to say no. It's okay to protect your space and energy, to put your needs first. You've spent your life giving, and now, it's time to give yourself the gift of rest, relaxation, and joy. No one has the right to take that from you. Question 7. What's the worst thing you've ever done? This question isn't merely a matter of curiosity. It's a carefully veiled attempt to pass judgment. People aren't interested in your mistakes for the sake of understanding. No, they want to uncover your regrets, expose your flaws, and drag out the darkest chapters of your life. And when they do, you can bet they'll never forget. They'll hold it over your head like a sword waiting to fall, using your past to define you, to control you, and to paint you in whatever negative light suits their narrative. But the truth is, the past is just that, a place you've already visited, and thankfully, a place you've left behind. You owe no one a confession. No one deserves to pry into your most vulnerable, painful moments, not unless you choose to share them. If someone presses you with that question, simply smile, let your eyes hold a quiet wisdom, and say, "Oh, I have plenty of stories, but some things are best left in the past." Watch how swiftly the conversation shifts, their interest evaporating like smoke in the wind. They'll realize they can't get what they want from you, and they'll move on. Your past is not for public display, not for their judgment, not for their entertainment. Aging is not about fighting every battle that comes your way. It's about having the discernment to choose which battles are truly worth your energy. It's about understanding that some things, some people, simply don't deserve your time. And silence, my friend, is not weakness. It is the deepest form of wisdom. Silence speaks volumes. It tells the world that you no longer waste your breath trying to explain yourself to those who will never understand. It means you've grown enough to know that not everything needs to be shared, that not every curious glance deserves an answer. The more you explain yourself, the more they'll question you. The more you justify your choices, the more they'll pick them apart. But the moment you decide to stay silent, to simply exist without the need for validation, they have nothing left to argue with. Your life, your choices, your privacy, they are yours and yours alone. They don't belong to the nosy relatives who seek to dissect your every decision, nor to the greedy souls hoping to claim what you've worked hard for. They certainly don't belong to the gossipers eager for another story to feast upon. Your life is sacred, and the power to protect it lies in your ability to set boundaries. Trust me, those who truly respect you will honor your silence, and those who don't, well, their opinion doesn't matter anyway. As we reflect on the wisdom shared today, think about how much power lies in your ability to protect your peace, your past, and your choices. What have you learned so far? How does it feel to embrace the strength that comes with silence, wisdom, and knowing when to let go of the need for validation from others? I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video that you will start applying in your life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content. Your support means the world to us. Let's continue growing and learning together. Thank you for watching.